Hi everyone, welcome to
Yeah.
D365. Yeah, thank you. Uh, yes. So welcome to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance demo session today. Okay, so before we start the discussion, so let me introduce myself. Okay, myself, Anusha, I have total 7+ years of experience into Microsoft Dynamics Finance and SCM modules. Okay, so I have a very good exposure towards implementation project and support projects. So currently, I'm working with one of the big four organization where I was part of implementation project. So I currently located in Hyderabad. So that's all about myself. I just wanted to know about you guys, like a quick introduction. So, what's your name and what is your current designation? Whether you are a student or whether you are graduated just and you are searching for the opportunity or you are working in some of the technology. Just two things is enough for me. Yeah. Anyone can
Hi,
start?
good evening, Anusha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anusha, good evening. Myself is Narsimha. I am working in as an accounts assistant manager in accounts from last 15 years in domestic IT company.
Okay. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Narsima. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi,
Anybody else? Hmm.
I'm audible.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it Naresh? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
myself,
Yeah.
Praveen, I'm into the IT from past 8 years, and I'm in the testing technology.
Okay.
So the guide where,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the functional tester. I'm using.
Uh, Okay, functional. Which technology
Yeah.
are you into? D365?
No, not uses, just functional tester.
Something different.
Not,
Okay, okay, function.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Hi everyone, myself Vijaya. I used to work as an automation engineer with Azure DevOps as core. Currently looking to change my technology to Microsoft D365. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Vijaya. Okay, fine. Anybody else, or we can continue the session? Okay.
Hi Anusha. Hello everybody. I think we already have a
Yeah.
chat. My name is Raja
Okay.
Salim. I'm from Pakistan. I'm working
Okay.
with one of an international NGO as a regional hyper support lead for Dynamic 365.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Salim, for joining the session again. Mhm. Okay. Fine. So let us continue the discussion today. So in our next 45 minutes, what are we going to discuss? Okay, what is the agenda of this session? Okay, so we are going to discuss about ERP. What is a ERP? Because most of the people I see, some of the people are non-accounting background, right? Yeah, so for you guys, this will be very helpful. What is the introduction to ERP? What is the characteristics of an ERP? And what is the dynamics? Okay, especially in the dynamics, what is the finance module? Okay, and if you wanted to prepare a finance module, what topics we have to learn and what are the career opportunities and how to prepare to grab that opportunity, right? So this is what we are going to understand in our next 45 minutes. If you have any queries, we can discuss end of the session. Okay, so if you have any queries, you just wait until the session completes. Okay, fine. So now there are some people who knows about a ERP. First of all, we need to not only for Dynamics, for any of the ERP product. Okay, so we need a ERP is a basic one. Okay, for any of the technology, it can be SAP or it can be a Dynamics or it can be a Tally. There are so many ERP products. I will talk little later. So the ERP is nothing but it is a enterprise resource planning. Okay, so why are we using ERP? Why? Because ERP will have a integration. If I have wanted to, sir, for example, I will take one example. You are doing a some order in the Amazon. Okay, in the Amazon you are doing order and you will be redirecting to the payment gateway. So you have to make a payment. If it is HDFC Bank, it will go to HDFC Bank. If it is a ICICI Bank, whatever bank you are using, if you enter the details, it will go to that particular bank. How come from Amazon to your bank account is getting opened? Because Amazon is a different application and your bank is a different application. Both has been connected. That is called as a integration. So the ERP will provide a integration between multiple systems. It will give a integration. So that is the reason ERP is required for every business. In a olden days, almost like 30 years back and all, there was no ERP product. So when there was no product, how business used to work, I will tell you. So they will have a different departments. They, for example, purchase department. The purchase department will purely purchase the products and all. And there is a department called as a sales department. So they will sell the products. And there is a finance department who will take the amount and all. So example, three departments: purchase department, sales department, and finance department. So organization, what they used to do, they used to buy a software for purchase department, separate software, and they used to buy a software for the sales department, and they used to buy a software for the finance department. So three individual softwares they used to have it. And whenever they wanted to validate the data, they need to check with the purchase team, get the data from purchase team, and sales team will validate, and finance team will validate. So there should be a coordination between each department, and individually we need to go to them and we need to check out. So this is what this was the very big problem in the olden days, because individual softwares, there is no connection between the software, and they don't know what is happening in the purchase side, and they don't know what is happening in the sales side or finance side and all. So there are a lot of issues has been arrived during that time. So in that situation, ERP was introduced. ERP is nothing but it's an enterprise resource planning, which will give one software only. You no need to have multiple softwares. Earlier they used to have multiple softwares, but now if you have only one software, that can help you to manage your purchases, and it will help you to manage your sales as well as your finance. Everything it will manage. Single software can fulfill all of your requirements. So that is where ERP was very famous, and every organization start adopting the ERP products. So ERP, we understood what is the ERP, right? And what are the characteristics? So the integration. So it can be integrated between any application. So for example, if you wanted to integrate with your bank system, of course you can integrate. Dynamics to bank system, you can integrate, or you can integrate with any of the softwares also. So the integration is very easy and it is possible. The second thing, real time data update. So if you post any transaction in the ERP, I'm especially talking about ERP, it can be any ERP product. So whenever you post any transaction in the ERP, so it will reflect in every area. So it will reflect in the purchase side, it will reflect in the sales side, it will reflect in the finance side. Throughout the application, everywhere the data will be updated. When the product has been moving out of the warehouse, then it will be -1. If the quantity is coming in, it will be a +1. So everything immediately within fraction of seconds, the data will be updating. That is called as a real-time update. So centralized information management system. I wanted to generate a report. I wanted to see, for example, January has been completed. I wanted to see what is my January transactions in the bank account. How can I check out that? You need to log into your bank account and you need to generate a account statement for the 1 month, right? So what will be there in the account statement? Whatever transactions you have done during the January month, all the transactions, debits, credits, everything will be visible, and your closing balance also will be available, right? Similarly, in the organizations, every management wanted to see what is the purchases I have done for the month of January. What is the sales I have done for the month of January? They wanted to know this information. How can they know this information? If you have stored the data into the system, then you can generate what? By using a reports, you can get the data. that is called as a centralized. So you no need to go to any other applications and all. Within the ERP, you have a facility where you can extract the data by selecting a date range also. So the data is stored and you can extract at any time. So the consistent user experience. So when you are using a ERP products, you will feel very comfortable. Okay, you don't find any difficulty because it is a user friendly ERP, sir. So like not every ERP, there are few ERPs are user friendly. So the consistent user experience will be there. So I feel so comfortable to work on the ERP products. So these are the more characteristics of an ERP. That is where every product, when I'm talking about Dynamics or SAP or Tally, every product will have these features. Okay, integration will be available, real-time data update is there, centralized information is there, consistent user experience is there. Yes, that is the characteristics. Now, how many ERP products are available in the market? Since we are going to get into Dynamics world, we should know all these things. That is where I'm giving this explanation. Okay, yes, there are so many ERP products. 1,000+ ERP products are available in the market. One is SAP. Okay, Oracle. In the Oracle also there are two to three different softwares are there. Oracle Fusion, Oracle PeopleSoft. In the Microsoft itself, we have three to four different products. One is a Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. The second one is Microsoft Dynamics BC. It's a Business Central. Microsoft Dynamics Navision, Tally, etc., etc., etc. Many ERP products are there. Okay. Out of these many ERP products, why are we picking Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations? Why are we choosing this application? Why are we choosing this particular technology for our career path? Why? Because compared to other ERPs, this particular Dynamics has a more scope in the market. Most of the organizations are using a Dynamics product, and there are n number of opportunities are available in the market. That is a one thing. The second one, it is very user friendly. I can say it is user friendly. You no need to struggle a lot to learn this application. If you wanted to learn SAP, you need to spend 6 months of time, minimum 6 months, I'm saying. But if you wanted to learn Dynamics, within 2.5 months or 3 months you can learn the Dynamics, and it is user friendly. Anybody can learn the Dynamics. So you no need to have a btech, sorry, BCom background or MBA background. So if you are from the btech background, if you are from the IT background, any background is doesn't matter for the Dynamics. Anybody can learn if you understand the application, if you understand the business requirements. You can also start work on the Dynamics product. So that is where most of the people are start switching from one technology to another Dynamics. That is a one of the important point. Okay, so there are so many benefits are there. So once we start the discussion, so we'll discuss about the benefits of the Dynamics. So high level I mentioned two things. One is a user friendly. The second one is a more opportunities are there. The third one is a easy to learn for anybody. Okay, so these are the more factors. Okay, there is a history when the Microsoft Dynamics has been started. Is it recently started or is it like 20 years old product? What is that? So in 1998, the product has been the Microsoft. See, initially it was not with Microsoft. There is a two organizations called as the IBM and Danish Damgard company. These are the two companies incorporated the product. They have mentioned as a acceptor. This is a product they have innovated in 1998. After that, so IBM has left with this product. So they have given all the rights to the Damgard company. So Damgard company was merged with Navision company in 2000 year. These all are companies. Okay, Damgard company has been merged with Navision, and Navision was acquired by Microsoft in the 2002. So that is where we have a Microsoft Navision product in the Microsoft itself. Okay. So in 2002 onwards, Microsoft has been acquired the product and they have named as a Accepta 3.0. This was the old name, okay? After that, in 2006, it was 4.0. AX is nothing but Accepta 4.0. In 2008, they used to call it as a Accepta 2009. Every 1 year, 2 years once, every 1 or 2 years once, they used to change the name of the product. Why they are changing? Because Microsoft will do research and they will add some of the new functionalities and they used to change the name of the product as well, okay, like a versions. So a acceptor 4.0, acceptor 2009, acceptor 2012. So later in 2016 year, from here every organization is switching to cloud, every technology is switching to cloud, like or SAP was trying to switch, and Oracle, every technology is trying to switch to cloud based because cloud is a more important nowadays, right? You can access from anywhere. If I have a credentials, you can access from anywhere. So that is the reason Microsoft also upgraded to the cloud, and in 2016 they have created a completely new application that is called as a Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. But in 2016, they used to call it as the AX7, but they were not happy with this name. So the name was rebranded to D365 F&O. This was the name. But in 2016 only, product has been started. The older versions are available, and currently we are always focusing on the new version, right? That is a Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. So we are going to learn Microsoft Dynamics Finance 365, which is the latest version. Okay. So that is about the introduction, history of the Dynamics. I will talk in detail. So I'm just giving basics so that you can have a little idea about what is this application and all. Now, how many projects will be available in the Microsoft Dynamics? It can be a older version or latest version, whatever it might be. How many project types will be there? So there are three different project types are available. One is implementation. The second one is support. The third one is upgrade project. If you go to any organization, if you go to any country, you will find these are the three major project types. Even you can get an opportunity to work in a support project, or you may get an opportunity to work in an implementation, or you may get an opportunity to work in the upgrade project. So any project you can get an opportunity. Okay. So which one is easy or which one is having more opportunities and all? People may have a doubt, right? See, it is not like if you have a implementation knowledge, then only people will hire you for the implementation project or more opportunities for implementation projects. See, these all are our assumptions, okay? Don't assume anything. If you have a strong knowledge into the application, either you can get an opportunity as a support consultant. There is no difference, okay? So implementation consultant will do the complete application ready. Support consultant will manage the application. Whenever there is a issue, he will manage it. Both roles are important. Don't think implementation is a major one, support is a least one. No, all roles are important. So upgrade is also like it's a from lower version of Dynamics to higher version of Dynamics. If you wanted to upgrade, that is a upgrade project. See, now there are so many implementation projects are ongoing. Why? Because I will tell you the reason. There are organizations, they are using some of the ERPs like SAP, Oracle and all. From that ERP to Dynamics they are switching. So when you are switching from another ERP to Dynamics, then it is a new implementation, right? For you, it's altogether new implementation. So now most of the companies are switching. So that is where there are n number of implementation projects are ongoing in the complete world. I can say not only in India or not only in US, UK. Throughout the world, implementations are more. Why? Because people are migrating from one ERP to another Dynamics. The support, once you done with the implementation, once you make the system ready, you need to manage the system. That is called as support. there are so many support projects also ongoing in the market. So we may get any opportunity. So we cannot predict which opportunity will come to us. Okay. So we should be ready to join for any of the opportunity. So once you learn the application and once you understand the concept, definitely you will be able to get any kind of project. So these are the high level project types. Okay. If it is implementation project, there will be a phases. Okay. I have to start first. I have to analyze the project. What is this project? What are they expecting from the dynamics? Are they expecting something which is already available in the dynamics, or are they expecting something new which is not available in the dynamics? So these kind of analysis we should do it in the analysis phase. Who will be doing this analysis phase? See, you don't worry, there is a big team, technical team will be there. I will talk about that. Okay, many people will be there in the project. You are not the alone person who will be working in the project. Not only in dynamics, in any of the technology, many people will be involved. As a team, we should work. We should share our knowledge. We should talk to the people and we should understand the business needs, right? So, this kind of complete analysis, we should do it in the starting of the phase. See, for every project, there will be a duration. Is it a 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, or 3 years? Completely depends upon the business requirements. The duration will be set. Who will be setting a duration? Project manager will be setting a duration. If, for example, if it is a 1 year analysis, for analysis, they will give you 15 to 20 days. After analyzing, after you understand the business requirements, you need to design it, right? How to do the implementation? How should I design it? As a functional consultant or technical consultant, everybody design and develop it. Once that is done, somebody should test it, right? Either you or either somebody else should test it. What do you mean by testing? Whether it is working or not, that is a very very important, right? You should test it. So after testing, you need to move the data from one environment to the production environment. I will talk in detail. Okay. So production environment. Once the production is ready, you need to operate it. Operate is nothing but start using the application. So these are the high level project phases will be there in the every project. Okay. Yes. Now we understood about ERP characteristics also, and what is dynamics and what is the dynamics history also we understood, right? And what are the project types and project phases also we have seen. Now once I learn the application, tell me what are the roles. Everybody will have the same query, right? So this is a important thing. So once I learn the application, or I'm planning to learn, once I learn that application, what is my role? What kind of role I will be getting in the market? I told you about the projects, but now what are the role? So what is the job role I will be getting? So there are majorly four roles are available in the market. Once you learn the dynamics, it can be a finance or it can be a SCM, you will get these below roles. One is a functional consultant. See, we are not going to learn the technical part, okay? So if you are learning the technical, then you will become a technical consultant. What do you mean by technical? The person who writes the coding in the back end. Okay, so that person will be calling as a technical consultant, or you may call it as a developer. Who writes the code will be a developer. We are not going to write a code. We are completely managing the application. Managing is nothing but configuring the application. I will give you one example so that you will get a more clarity what is configuration. Do you know how to book the bus tickets or uh, train tickets? Yes, everybody knows it, right? For example, I wanted to book a bus ticket or air ticket. Okay, I wanted to book it. So, what is the procedure? Any idea? If you wanted to book the bus tickets, what is the procedure? Anybody?
Open the open the login, the user ID, mobile ID, and the password. Then we
Mm-hmm.
can choose from where to where travel and
Okay. From.
update the inputs
Mm-hmm.
like who are the
Okay.
traveling and what is the is mail ID, mobile number. So
Mm-hmm.
and then goes to the next payment level.
Yes. Valid. Okay. Now I have a query. So you have logged in with your user ID, password, and all, and you are selecting a from and to destinations, right? So the location. So when you drop down from, you will find all the locations. For example, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Kolkata. All the locations are available. Can you tell me from where this list is coming? This complete list, who has given it? You are
Already
able to.
is created in data.
Yes, it was created. Somebody has created in the data. Whenever you select from, the some relevant location related details are coming. And in the two, you are getting some locations. And in the date, you are getting a date field. And your person details, age. So age factor you are able to see. All are predefined. Everything is stored. Just you are going and just selecting and you are finishing your bus ticket booking, right? So that is the user activity. As a user, you are a user and you are logging in and you are completing your task and you are coming back. That's all. But how did you get this all the information? Chennai, Bangalore, locations and all. Somebody has already configured the application, configured the mobile app. If it is a Redbus app, they have configured it so that you are able to see it. So this is the configuration, right? So that is what our job in the Dynamics. So we will configure whatever value you need for the business purpose. You need whatever the values, I will create it, and as a user, somebody else will use the application. That is called as a configuration. As a functional consultant, we will not write any code. In the back end, we will not write any code, but we will configure the values for each form. If it is a from form, from field, what details to be updated? I need to configure. If it is a date, what details to be updated? If it is a age factor, what details to be updated? These all configurations we should do it. That is called as a configuration. As a functional consultant, we should do the configuration. So once we learn the application, we will get an opportunity as a functional consultant. Or there is a second role, business analyst. If you have very good knowledge, see, once you start working in the dynamics, from past 6 to 7 years you are working, and you can join with the client directly. You can go to the client also, right, who is using a final product. So when you join with the client, you will understand the complete business requirements, and your position can be a business analyst. Here you know the business requirements, you are working for the business, and you know the dynamics also, then you will be calling as a business analyst. Okay, and there are some other roles also. You can get a testing consultant role also. So once you learn the application, there are some organizations, they are hiring a consultants purely for the testing purpose. How to do the testing and all, they will give you basic information, and you can get a testing position as well. Or project management. Yes, of course, you can become a project manager. When can you become a project manager? Based on your experience. Once you are having a minimum 6 to 7 years of experience, and you have some other certifications and all, then you can become a project manager also. Like a project management also can be available. These are the major roles we will have it in the finance related. Okay, fine. I wanted to become a functional consultant. What is the key skills? Yes, I got to know what are the roles and all. So now I wanted to become a consultant. What is the key skills I needed? One is you need to use the tools. What are the tools? Tools is nothing but the applications is nothing but tools. First thing, if you wanted to become a D365 finance functional consultant, you should learn the D365 finance module. You should have a practical experience into Dynamics application, how to create a data, how to post a transaction. You should have some experience. If without learning the product, you will not be able to get experience, right? So you have to either take a training or take a guidance from somebody else or whatever the procedure, or learn from the Microsoft website, start learning one by one and all. On your own you can learn, or you can join in any of the any of the institute, or you can learn the product. That is important. That is a tool. First priority, you should be able to use the application. The second one, Microsoft Office. Nowadays, it is becoming very important. Okay, so you should be able to use a Microsoft Office Word document, PPT, and you should be able to use a Excel also. These are the very basic. Most of the people already know about MS Office, but at least little knowledge is required. So once you learn the Dynamics knowledge and once you have a MS Office knowledge also, that will be very helpful for you to get an opportunity. The second one, customer focus. You should ready to face the customer. Okay, you have to communicate whatever you wanted to ask the customer, and you wanted to understand the customer requirements. Customer focus is very much important because we are the functional consultants. On day to day business, we will be interacting with the customer, so that is where you should be able to handle the customer. The second third one, you need to communicate the requirements properly to the technical team. See, because the technical team has to develop something new one, right? So you should be able to communicate properly, and you should be able to put it in the documentation way. You, that is where I told you you need a MS Office skills. So Word document is required. So in the Word document, you should be able to prepare the documents like a FDD document, FRD document, test documents, and all. You should be able to prepare it. This is not a big challenge. Okay, once you learn the application, slowly you will be able to prepare the documents and all. That you can learn it in the later stages as well. The next one, business analytics. Whenever you get a requirement, you should think, you should be able to recall what is there in the dynamics, what is not there in the dynamics. Yes, it was not there in the dynamics. What should I do? You should think in a broader way. How can I give a solution? How can I design it? So this kind of analysis is very much important for the functional consultant. You should always think about the business scenarios. You should always understand what is happening in your business. So it is not uh, any bad that why are you asking my business scenario and all. Nobody will think in that way. We should try to talk with the many people and try to see what is happening in their organization, what is happening in the outside of the organizations. We should always have a contact with the people, and we should analyze the things also. Okay, the final one, certifications. Once you wanted to become a complete certified consultant, see, it's not nowadays they're asking certification some of the organization, but it's not mandatory in every organization. But if you wanted to become a certified consultant, you have to write some of the certifications. MB 300 is for the finance, 320, 330 is for the separate SEM related one. But if you wanted to become finance certified, earlier in the February month, I think I'm not sure the date. I think Microsoft is going to retire this certification. You no need to write this MB 300. Earlier we used to write MB 300, later MB 310, but now MB 300 is going to retire in this month only, in the February. So if you want to become finance consultant certified, then you can directly write a MB 300. This is a last option, but the key is to become a consultant. The tools are important. The first thing is learn the dynamics product. That is the first one. Once you learn the dynamics, these all points will come automatically later, step by step, right? So the learning is important. Okay, fine, understood. Next one, what are we going to learn in the finance? Okay, now I decided to learn the finance. What topics to be, what topics I should learn? You should concentrate on these are the topics, and these are the topics I am going to explain you in the upcoming training sessions as well, like organization administration module, general ledger module, accounts payable module, accounts receivable module, cash and bank management module, fixed asset module, tax module, project accounting module, budgeting, feature management, data management, electronic reporting. All those topics we are going to cover. To be frank, this is a big list, okay? If you go to any of the trainer, or if you go to any of the any institute, you will not find this list. I'm very sure only they can train till fixed asset module, from the organization to fixed asset module, and they may cover basic of budgeting. Nobody will talk about a taxation, nobody will talk about a project accounting, and nobody will talk about a feature management, data management, electronic reporting, and some of the real time scenarios. These are the unique content from my side, okay? Unique content from my side itself. Okay, why I have added this content? Because nowadays every organization is looking who is more knowledge. Okay, they are expecting you to have a more knowledge. So that is the reason I'm trying to give as much as possible, so that you can get a more opportunities. Okay, so now individual module wise there are some topics I just highlighted. We'll see these all topics in detail. So in the general ledger module I will try to cover in detail from the scratch to, like from the configuration to till transaction posting, till report generation, how to work in the dynamics product. Everything in and out I will explain you, basics to high level. Accounts payable module also, these are the topics I will be covering. In accounts receivable module also I will be covering, these are the topics. In cash and bank management I will be covering these topics. Fixed asset, along with that sales tax, withholding tax, GST introduction of India, project scenarios. See, there is a separate course for the project PMA module. There, in detail, they will discuss. But for you to start your career as a finance consultant, as of now, if you know the basics of project accounting, like what is a project, how many project types are available, how to create a project, how to create a purchase order project, how to create a sales order project, how to post the journals in the project. If you know this much, that is more than sufficient. Later, you can learn separate PMA module. That is the secondary. But basic, I'm giving in this training. Okay. The next one, electronic reporting, data management, feature management also, I will be discussing in the sessions. Apart from this, I will be discussing about workflows. What is a workflow? What is a management reporter, real-time scenarios, and implementation point of view, how we will be doing each and every configuration. I will try to cover up all the scenarios. Okay, so this is about finance topic. See, we are focused only on finance module. There are some other modules called as a supply chain management module, retail module, and all. Those are different modules. You may get a doubt. Can I learn both modules? Like I wanted to become a finance consultant as well as a SCM consultant. Can I learn both at a time? Of course, you can learn both at a time. That's not a problem. Okay, anybody can learn any of the module, but the if your background is purely accounting background, and if you are very much confident on the financial part and all, then it is always recommended for you to choose a finance profile. If your background is purchase side, like your uh, your current uh, work, okay, whatever you are doing currently, that position is belongs to purchases, sales, warehouse management and all, then it is recommended for you to learn the SCM. Okay, if you don't have any background, I am zero, I am blank, I am switching from one technology to dynamics. So now tell me, which is the benefit? Is it a finance or SCM or retail or something else? Okay. So this is a tough question, and its answer is also very tough for me to answer. Why? Because since you are switching from one technology to dynamics, first of all you should focus what is your study background. Is it a BTech background? Okay, no worries, no problem. BTech background people also can learn the dynamics. So if you are currently different background and your study background is also completely different, then you should be able to learn the basics of accounting. You should start focusing on that. From today onwards, if you wanted to become a dynamics related consultant, either finance or SEM secondary, first you should start understanding account basics. What is debit? What is credit? What is the golden rules of accounting? Okay, so basics you should be able to understand. Then finance or SEM, anything you can choose it. If you wanted to have a more opportunities and I wanted to get a more salary and career opportunities I want more, then finance will be having a more opportunities than SEM. In any of the project, if we have a position, three positions, two for finance, one for SEM. So that means 2:1 ratio, right? So 2:1 ratio we will be having. So finance will have a more opportunities. Finance is having a more opportunities. Growth point of view, finance will have more opportunities and salary more for finance consultant. Everything is more, 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 and work is also more for finance consultant. The struggle is also more for finance consultant because everything is more, right? So then you should be ready to take some of the struggles as well. Okay, so that is about the finance demo session. So yeah, what we provide, what I provide, especially from the institute side. So I will be talking about a daily real-time scenarios, interview questions also I will be discussing in between, and resume discussion also will be there in end of the session. So if you want mock interview, once the sessions are completed, definitely I can help you with that also. I can take one of the mock interview, it's optional, okay? And we are providing a recording sessions, okay? So and daily class notes also I will be sharing, not in the email, so I will forward to the institute, so they will you forward to the WhatsApp of your number, or we can have a groups. Once we start the discussions, we can see how comfortable we are to share the class notes and all. And the class timings. So we are planning for the night batch. Okay, so this is especially for night, maybe 8 to 9 p.m. IST or 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. IST. So that is a timing we are planning as of now. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you, everyone.